People of YouTube, it is I, about to bring you another video. And I know it's been, some time since I did that video, with Angry Grandpa, may he rest in peace. But I need to get this off my chest. And I'm decided to make another ranting video. And this video is going to be why I really don't like my job. Oh boy. God, where do I start? I started, maybe a couple weeks ago. My family, they've been begging me and begging me and begging me to get a job, and because, I've been out of the job for a while, and, my grandma, she got sick. Back in 2015, she got very sick. She got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and liver cancer, and I was her primary caregiver. And then, of course, passed away, and just he got in depression for a long time, and then my aunt, she got sick. She has, I believe she has lupus disease, where her white blood cells are attacking her internal organs. And the medication she takes, it causes inflammation, like, to the point where she really can't bend over anymore. And so I'm there to help her clean, and, to help her with the bookstore, and to help her pick up and clean. And while doing that, I also worked for my mom's boyfriend, who owned a house, but he had to put that to foreclosure, bankruptcy, whatever. So, and my aunt, she doesn't make enough money. Her husband works over 18-hour shifts, and she has a disability check, and she can't afford to pay me like she should. And so for a while, my family's like, Ashley, you need to get a job, get a job. And I'm like, whatever, okay, I'll get a job. And, I'm thinking, and my nephew, I love him dearly. He's my everything. Clearly from all the YouTube videos, and it's my everything. And just thinking, like with Christmases, my mom's working, my sister's working, his mother's working, his dad's working, and I'm gonna be working, and I want to give him like an amazing Christmas. And right now he's like my main motivator to like stay at this fucking job, and so I'm like, okay, I'll do this for Kate. And for a while I wanted to get into housekeeping, and because I'm already cleaning my aunt's house, I've already have some experience in cleaning. So I went with my mom, and we went to some motels, and then I went to one hotel. This is my fourth time, fourth building to apply, and I went in there, and, it's relatively nice, whatever, and I asked the front desk, are you guys applying for housekeeping? And this lady, cute as she can be, she had, like, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she had, like, in a messy bun. She was really cute. She's like, oh, really? She had, like, a twinkle in her eye. And she's like, here, have this application, and I'm like, okay. So I filled it, and I gave it to her, and she was looking through it, and she wanted to, like, interview me, and in a sense hire me right then and there, And she's like, when are you gonna start working? You know, when are you gonna work here? And I'm like, anytime, you know. And she's like, well, this past couple weeks it's been very busy because it's like at the end of summer, for summer break, whatever. So they want to start me off slow and then want me to come in the following week. And I'm like, okay, so I got the job. And come to find out, the reason why I got the dang job in the first place was because they were very much understaffed. You know, like, I believe it's like a 5-6 story building. It's a pretty decent big building. And there are only like 4 housekeepers. And I was number 5. And so, yeah. The reason why I got hired was because they were desperate. And so I waited that whole week. I bought myself some new pair of clothes, pants, and I went in. You know, I tried to keep, you know, of course I was nervous, you know, first day. Came in, and at first I felt very out of place, you know, new trainee person, and you know, they were trying to show me the ropes, and then they let me to it. And we had my coworker, and then we had the supervisor. And right then and there, it's like they expected me to do things like that. You know, like I've never done housekeeping before. And I had no idea that you're supposed to make the bed a certain way, that you're supposed to make the pillows a certain way, that you're supposed to dust a certain way, vacuum, and I had no idea. And I was trying to make the beds, and they were just correcting me. You know, like, I guess at the very end, you have to make like a square bed, and I had no idea what to do that. And the pillows, you're supposed to like take the edges of the pillow, and you're supposed to like stuff them in. You know, like push them in like a certain way. You're supposed to like lay the pillows a certain way, and I had no idea what to do that. And they thought I knew what to do. I didn't, and they never taught me. And man, and just oh man, and it sucked. I mean, I feel so pathetic right now. Like, I feel, you know, like I'm only been working, well, I said part-time because I want to start off slow. I want to eventually work to full-time so I get my feet wet, um and then they're only paying me what, freaking 10 an hour, and so far I didn't get any tips. Now my coworker, she'd been working there for 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks, yeah. And she didn't get a single tip. So it's kind of making me nervous. And so here I am. I went home and I'm just absolutely exhausted. And it was just so. I mean, even thinking about it now, I feel so fucking pathetic that I wanted to quit. It's too much. I mean, I don't know how they do it like full time. Housekeeping, I don't know how they do it, but busting their ass, lifting like 100-pound mattresses, and lugging those big ass industrial sized carts filled with cleaning products and clean sheets, and also lugging that big ass fucking waste basket you put your dirty clothes, like your dirty sheets and your dirty whatever in, and also big ass trash bag with your vacuum cleaner. Um, that fucking sucked. So, I did not, I went home, and I did not like it. Man, so bad. I feel so pathetic saying that, and so lame, and just absolutely dreading going back. And, you know, and whenever I get just overstressed, so overwhelmed, so even having panic attacks and nervous breakdowns, the sense of dread, my body, and it's happened to me before when I worked at that nursing home for a good 4 weeks. I cannot eat whatsoever. Just can't eat. I tried to eat, but I can't. I try to drink beverages. So through all that day, didn't eat. And then that night coming home, I didn't eat. And then I went back to work. And I try to eat breakfast. I try to force it down to eating something I can't. And here I am starving. But for some reason I just can't eat. Because I'm just so dreading going back and and I came back and working and we didn't have a supervisor. So we just, me and my coworker, and here she is playing her fucking shitty ass country music, and I fucking hate Tim McGraw and Garth Brooks and one of those yeehaw motherfuckers, and I'm just busting my ass, making beds, stripping off all the sheets, and once I make my beds, she's already done with her shit, because she's been in the business for like what? Since graduating high school, maybe back in 2011. I graduated in 2012. But, and then I make my beds, and she's like, you're not doing it right. It's supposed to be like this. Make your bed tighter. And then, she just do things for me, like making me feel inadequate, and checking my work. And then, and not only that, it was a fucking hot ass day. Oh my god, it was like almost in the 90s. It was so hot. And those hotel room hallways are fucking humid as shit. So bad. And then, and of course, you got your break time, and it's like, it's weird, like, when I work, when I get focused on something, time seems to fly by quicker, but when I'm on break, and I'm sitting, it's like it goes by slower, and then I'm like, I'm absolutely dreading to go back in, to do work, and it sucks, because when I'm at home, and I'm in my own comfort zone and just have time to think, it's when you think, you dread, and just dreading going back in. And here I am, just dying, and I haven't eaten in the last, 2 to 3 days, and then I'm busting my ass. And then, just all of a sudden, I felt so incredibly lightheaded and just dizzy. Like everything, my body was shaking. I was just like wobbly. I was so disoriented. I was about to pass out. I needed to sit down and just sit still. But, I had some looks. Like, my coworker probably thought I was pathetic. Really? Should I just look up? Really? And I'm like, I haven't been doing this as much as you. And obviously, you've been working in this business for a long time, so obviously you like it. Me, I don't. This is too much for me, and this is my second day. That's pathetic. I've only been working there like 2 days, and I'm already wanting to quit this bad. It was too much, and then there's that room, my second day. There's that room, and we open that room, and oh my god, we opened that room, and there was hot room, right? The air conditioner was on. Opened that room, and there was like this smell of straight, raunchy, like funky asshole just wham right in our nostrils, and I almost puked. Just feeling like lightheadedness, dizziness, nauseous from not eating and being overworked. It's just, I almost threw up. It was so bad. Even we had complaints from this other guest walking down the hallway, and we had our door open. It was so bad. Even our co-supervisor came in and she's smelling it, and oh my god. I don't think I've ever smelled anything that bad in my life. I mean, I've changed old people before. Of course, I've changed babies, and I smell rot and dead flesh, man, whatever. I've never smelled nothing that bad. I was legit looking for shit anywhere in like the room, and come to find out, yeah. Not only was there like a big ass turd in the fucking toilet that no one cared to flush, but there was some shit on the sheets. So guess who had to clean that up? Yep. And so I was mad. I want to quit so bad. And so yeah. On day 2, the only tip that I got was like 50 cents. Yeah. Or maybe it was a dollar. No, wait. No, wait. I had $1, and some asshole just left us 50 cents in a thank you note. Yeah. So yeah, and I went home, and as soon as I went home, I crashed, and the next day I applied for more jobs. I had a friend from high school drive me around to apply jobs. Because, I guess his sister, she works at a daycare, and I love working with kids. My previous jobs, I had working with kids. And I guess there's a daycare that's opening, and they're very understaffed. Because I guess they said that their manager is really shitty, and it's kind of making me nervous, because what if I do get the job that I applied there, and about the shitty management. Well, anyways, they said that they're desperate for help, and I applied there, and what, come to find out, I went to the daycare to apply, and I actually met the owner of the place, and he had a little twinkle in his eye too, and I went to fill out an application. I even got interviewed in there too. But, they said that they're going to call me within the next couple of days, like next week, and see if I get the job or not, because they already had interviewers or whatever. And so I had Tuesday and Wednesday off. And my co-manager, the cute chick with the blonde hair, said, "Oh, you need to come in like Friday. You come in Friday, at 10. And here I am, come Friday morning, and I came in at 10. And she had her day off, the blonde chick. And I came in, and I sat down, and waiting for my coworker to get off from shift for break, because I wake up at 10. I wake up at 8, and I go to work at 10. I wait for her, and because we had breakfast around 10, and then I'm sitting here at my breakfast, and she's over in her little corner, like chatting it up with the other coworkers, like, and I'm just sitting alone, like, what the fuck? And they're like looking at me like I'm some retard. I'm like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, everybody went to get up because they're off break, and my housekeeping supervisor, she came to me, and she said, you're not working today. And I'm like, yes, I am. Kathy, let's call her Kathy. She said to come in here. Because Friday at 10, and I'm here. She's like, no, your schedule says that you're not supposed to come in here today. And I'm like, what the fuck? And what really pissed me off too was that she said that I am not even on the payroll. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not on the payroll? She's like, well, you're supposed to follow in your paperwork. And I'm like, you guys never even gave me an email for paperwork for me to fill out, to get in my social security number and whatnot. You never did. You had the last, couple weeks to send me an email, and you guys never did. And Kathy, she said that, if I don't fill in my paperwork by email, she's going to help me do it, and she never did. And I'm like, what the fuck? So you're telling me for the last few days of me busting my ass, lifting 100-pound fucking mattresses, vacuuming every little crumb, wiping away every little speck, pulling those huge ass fucking industrial sized carts with the fucking linens and whatever, that big ass trash bag that bumps into the back of my feet. You're telling me I did all that for nothing? Me not eating and affecting my health, me almost passing out for nothing. So I was mad. I stormed out. And I called my grandfather to pick me up, and here I am. I'm fucking already stressed at it as it is, and I'm just kind of crying to him, and he came to pick me up, and when I get mad, I get out of there. I try to get away from that situation or that spot as far away as possible. And here I am, and I was walking. I'm speed walking. I was walking all the way to the damn gas station. And that's when my grandpa picked me up, and he took me to Mom's, and I bitched to him, and I went there. My mom, she went out. I went to my mom's, and she got out, and she went with me, and I guess she called the manager, the owner of the hotel, and they said to come in for a meeting. And I went in, and we met this chick, and I said to her, you guys never even gave me an email. And my thing is, before anything, before you work, you want to make sure you get that email and you fill it out before you start working, But they made me work because they're fucking desperate, and so I got that email. And, I was sitting at the little desk by the hotel with my mom, and sure enough, we scrolled all the way back from the past couple weeks where they said they're going to give me the email. They never did. But as soon as the manager sent out that email, I was watching her do it, there was an email, right? And here I am, just looking at it, and they required my social security number. Well, I'm one of those people who have a fucking shitty ass memory. I don't know my own social security number. Everybody's saying, yeah, actually you need to keep your wallet, your money, and whatever stuff at home, because I keep my purse behind the front desk with the other coworkers, but, just being on the safe side, and I left my wallet at home. So they said, just fill out your paperwork online and come back. So, and I'm like thinking, you know what? If you're really going to be fucking this irresponsible and not send me the email and making me work before, sending me the email before I write it, I don't want to even come back. I mean, like, I didn't want to go to a fucking job where it's infecting my health. I don't want to do it. And it's I can see my wallet over there. And I always go to my email, and I just don't want to. I don't want to fill it out. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm going to fill it out. Absolutely, to get my money back, to get the money that I earned. But I don't want to go back. And it's Saturday, and I think I start tomorrow. I go back tomorrow, but I don't want to. I don't want to at all, and it sucks. Oh my God, dude, I am absolutely praying that I get this job at the daycare. I'm praying because I want to quit. I just want to get done. I'm just praying. Oh my God. And like I said, how many times I said, I feel pathetic. 2 days, and it's too much for me. Too much. It's not what I want to do. And I've been watching all these videos, and these people, like, they've only worked one day and they quit because it's too much. And not only that, it's also affecting my personal time, because what I love to do, I love to draw. I'm a self-taught artist. I love it. It's a passion of mine. It's a hobby. I want to go to art school to perfect my drawings. I want to gain a career in something I don't want to just draw for a living. But coming home absolutely absolutely exhausted, and I have no motivation to do what I love. And I have like a drawing that I've been working on, and I can't get it published. I have commission work for people that I just have no motivation. I'm just so tired and just dreading going back. I can't even do what I really love. It makes me sad, and whatever. I don't know. It is what it is, and my family, they keep saying, Ashley, it's a job. It's a job. You just gotta suck it up. Suck it up. Working sucks. It's a job, whatever. There are people back in the 1800s, that had to survive, and then my friends are like, just quit if it's affecting your health, and you're just, instead of depression, and just quit, just find something else. I mean, if you're able to get that type of job that quickly, there's guarantee there's something else that they can hire you quick. And I feel like if I just quit, then they're going to give me a bad write-up to where I apply somewhere else, and that other company who's going to potentially hire me is going to look back and say I'm like a big quitter. And it just it sucks so bad. It's like I'm trying to save up money to go back to school, to like just to like spoil my nephew, because like I said before, he's the biggest reason why I just am sucking it up, and I don't know. If you guys have any ideas or advice for me, if you ever see this video, just let me know. Because the struggle is real. I mean, it's like, alright, well, until then, bye.